We will start with one of the most important components of Google Looker Studio, which is connecting your marketing data on your reports. And I will show you not only how to connect your data, but how to bring multiple data sources in a single view so you can actually centralize all your marketing data in one place. First, you want to meet Google Looker Studio connectors. A connector is the app that brings the data from a source like Google Analytics and pulls this data on Google Looker Studio. Google has its own connectors that are free for Google Analytics, for Google Search Console, for SEO, YouTube, Google Ads, and more. You want to know that the free Google Analytics for connection has some limitations, and that's why users tend to use third-party apps like Porter so their reports don't break and they work faster. Now, there are other third-party connectors. We are not the only ones, but for this tutorial, I will only mention my company. Sorry, that's it, but you can browse other competitors as well. But anyways, you can use also third-party connectors to bring third-party data from other apps that are not Google related. For instance, if you want to pull your data from Facebook pages, Facebook ads, Instagram, Shopify, MailChimp, your CRM, e-commerce, whatever, that's why Porter Metrics exists. We connect your data to Google Looker Studio, Google Sheets, and we are exploring other destinations. And if you don't have a connector available, if for instance you want to connect your own custom CRM or whatever, you can still connect any data by bringing your data on a Google Sheet and then connecting this Google Sheet on Looker Studio. This way you can connect anything. Or if you are a developer, you can use Google BigQuery. You can bring and centralize your data on Google BigQuery, and then you can easily visualize it all on Looker Studio. So this is another approach. If you are a developer, Google BigQuery is super fast, super reliable. And if you are not a developer, with Porter Metrics, you get kind of the same results of speed, accuracy, stability, and so on, but with no code. Now, I will show you and we will get started. So you will go to Google and you will type Google Looker Studio and you will go to the first organic result. You won't click those ads. Go to Google Looker Studio right away. Then you will create your account. I had created my account in advance, so I can see this right away. But if you are new, Google will ask you to see where you come from, and etc. Once you end your sign up process, then you will see this view. Then I will create a new report by clicking on blank report. And the first thing to create my report is to connect a data source. And I will start with the default for every marketer, which is Google Analytics, the free connector by Google. So you will click on Google Analytics, you will log in, you will authorize the connection, and you will choose your first Google Analytics account. So I will pick the demo account of Google. Actually, you can Google how to get access to the demo account, or if you have your own Google Analytics account, I recommend it to you. I will pick this account, then I will click on Add, I will choose the property and connect. Now, I have pulled my first data and my first chart on Google Looker Studio. We are almost done. You have done the most complicated thing of Google Looker Studio. That's it. So this chart was created automatically and it is pulling data from the Google Analytics for data source. What I will do is that I will remove it and I will go to Insert. On Insert, you will see all the options of charts that you have available on Google Looker Studio, and they are not all. Here, you will choose one of the visualizations and we will pull scorecards, which are the most common visualizations, and I will pull it right here. So here I have a visualization and the metric by default was views, but I will change that metric. So I will go to metric in the right side and I will type a different metric. Let's type, for instance, users, and I can pick the metric that says total users. And here you have. We have created our first scorecard showing the total users of my website. Now, I will copy and paste that chart instead of creating one from scratch, and I will put it in the right side. Here on the right side, I will do a change. Instead of total users, I will pull revenue, and I am pulling revenue. And I will do it a third time. I will create another chart, another scorecard, just by copy and pasting, and I will change the metric to event counts so I can know the total conversions or events that I am logging on Google Looker Studio. We're almost done. As you can see, this is super simple. It is just copy and pasting. I will again copy and paste and I will show you something else. I will make this chart a little bit bigger. So instead of a scorecard, I can go to the top right corner and I can choose the visualization type. And in this visualization type, instead of a scorecard, I will choose a time series, and you have it there. We have created a time series, but it is very small. So I will make it a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. And now we have a time series showing over time the number of events that we are logging on our website. Now, I will go to add a chart. This is another way to do it. And I will pick one of the tables, whatever of this work. So I will display it here. I have the table right down there. And I have it automatically. And now I can change this table. I want to visualize, here I am visualizing events by date, but I want to do something. I want to visualize, instead of events, I want to visualize the event name. So I am visualizing how many events are happening by event type. As you can see, the most common event on my website is page views, then clicks, and so on. So as you can see, I changed the table with the dimension and metrics I wanted, but maybe you don't know what a dimension and metric is. You don't understand this. No worries, because we will see it in the next class. And I will copy and paste the same table, but this time I will change the data. I want to visualize the source, the acquisition source of my traffic, and I can see what are the most common, or where people are coming from. I see that most people come from direct, which is nothing. Many people come from Google Organic, other people come from a specific UTM parameter. And as you can see, we have created our first marketing report. Congratulations, all with Google Analytics data. But I told you that you could connect other data sources in the same chart. So I will make this report a little bit smaller and I will centralize it. So I choose all the visualization, I'll select them, and I can make them small, all of them all at once. Now I have centralized my data, I have my report, it looks good. Okay, it looks good. Then I will go to resource, and this is super common. Most of the times you will do this. You will go to resource and you will click on manage added data sources. Here is where you will see all the data sources that you have connected to your report. As you can see, I am connecting Google Analytics 4 here. Now I will connect Facebook ads. But for instance, if you tell me, hey Juan, I want to have different websites connected from Google Analytics, you can do the same process. You can connect as many data sources as you want on Google Looker Studio. I will add a new data source, and you will go to the search bar and you will type Porter Metrics, because this is the company, but you can type anything, but you will do it with Porter, right? Because now we like each other. Now, you will type Porter and you will see all our connectors available. And in this case, I will pick Facebook ads, but you can pick anything. If you don't have Facebook, no worries. You can pick any data source and simply connect it. I will pick Facebook ads. I will log into my Facebook profile, to my personal account, and this will pull all the Facebook ad accounts available to me, but I need to set some parameters to bring this data on Looker Studio. First, I will choose the Facebook ad account, and I will choose Porter. I will choose that checkbox. I will show you why next. Then I will choose a conversion window. If you're not familiar with conversion windows, no worries. Just choose the default option. This is for Facebook advertisers. And finally, I will choose the conversion date, also choose the recommended one if you're not familiar with what, and this data will match with your ads manager. And finally, you will use the checkboxes. You will activate them, all of them, because eventually, if you want to get assistance from Porter or from someone else, these people can change these parameters without accessing the connection. What do I mean? I connected my personal Facebook profile. If someone wants to change this, they cannot, because this connection is mine. If you allow these checkboxes in the report, any user now can change the Facebook account, even though it is mine. So it is very good for support or for letting other people edit your reports. Now, this will say, hey, you allow parameter sharing, which means, hey, you will allow that other people will change these parameters in the report. I will say allow, and we are done. We have connected the data, but I don't see any difference. I don't see any Facebook report here. What I need to do is I will select these three scorecards that have Google Analytics 4. As you can see, the three have Google Analytics, and I will create a copy and paste it. And all of them, all at once, I can change the data source to Facebook ads. As you can see, I clicked on data source, and now I can change it from Google Analytics to Facebook ads. These are the two data sources listed that I have connected to my report. And once I do it, I have connected Facebook ads to these charts. And as you can see, I am displaying data, but this data is not relevant to me. It says 1 and nothing and so on. I need to change the metrics. So I will go to the first metric, and instead of account users, I will choose amount spent to know my total ad spent. In the second one, I will choose another one, let's say leads, and I have no leads for this account. So I will choose clicks, and then I will choose a different chart here. So I will make it a little bit smaller where I have Google Analytics for data. I will create a copy, and now I will change it for Facebook ads. So in Facebook ads, I will use amount spent. And as you can see, we have a marketing report with multiple data sources here, but I will repeat the exercise so you can see that it is super simple and it works the same way. I will go to resource, I will go to manage other data sources, search, Power Metrics. Now I will choose Instagram pages. And on Instagram, I will connect my Facebook profile. This will bring my Instagram accounts. I will pick this one from my friend. I will allow the parameters and I will add. But what will happen? I see nothing. This didn't show up the Instagram account. What I will do? Refresh Google Looker Studio. This is a good practice. You should know that Google Looker Studio is free, so it has some glitches. It doesn't show. So you will refresh Google Looker Studio, and now you will be able to change the data source, and now you will be displaying Instagram organic Instagram insights. Now I will do the same exercise. Instead of this amount spent, I want to visualize my profile impressions from Instagram by date. And here we have created a report. And finally, for this chart, I will use the total reach, for instance, or total followers. Here I choose the total followers for that visualization. To recap, in this report, we have Google Analytics data, Facebook ads data, and Instagram data in the same view. If you have done this, you have created your first multi-channel marketing report on Google Looker Studio.